The lights are coming on, 5 lights on, and they go out very quickly, but not for the drivers. We hold, we wait for them. Long hold here, and now we are indeed underway. Looks like a good start for Maverick, who's already going along to try and challenge A2UK into turn 1. They're both going to go side by side. A2UK will hold on around the outside. Sipos has had a slightly slow start. Iceman comfortably up into third and challenging for second as well. Pushing Maverick wide, but he goes into him, and he spins round, and that's the Racing Point who's got into him as well. That's Count Chegwin. Lord Chegwin, of course, I believe. There's someone else off the road. It's Aries after his optimistic formation lap. So all kinds of carnage through turn 3 there. Connor Sheridan looks like he's stopped in sector 1 as well. We see Kenners and Chegwin going side by side. Kenners getting past his ailing teammate who has that front wing damage, and then immediately picking up some front wing damage of his own by colliding with the rear end of Ruben. That's the Haas of Seb going sliding, falling down the order we expected to see him going up, not down. But back down into P14 he goes. He was challenging for about P10, 11. He'd had a good start, but no longer the case. Meanwhile, back up at the very front, it's A2UK, Maverick, and Sipos.
2 Red Bulls are also getting up pretty close, as here comes Maverick right on the tail over the McLaren, down into a Maggots through the left-hander, and that's Ruben down the inside as well, up into P4. I don't think Lowencup put up much of a fight against his teammate.
Yeah, as I was saying, it was surprising that Ruben qualified behind Lowencup, but he's going and rectifying that. Up into P4 he goes, but now for the race lead, it's Maverick up the inside into Stowe. You can take both lines through here, but it looks like the Ferrari driver has shut the door on the exit. They're still side by side, down towards Club. Can he hang it around the outside? Yes, he can, and that's A2UK down into P2. Can he challenge back? If he gets it smooth through the exit onto the pit straight itself, he might be able to look back into turn 1. Not close enough. And that's Maverick up into first.
Behind the Red Bull pair of Ruben and Lowencup. Here comes A2 UK on the Wellington straight, looks for the outside, and he'll sweep past the Ferrari. Bit of contact between the two of them, and that's Maverick sideways, sent spinning. He'll be able to rectify that spin, but he will drop behind Ruben and potentially Lowencup as well. But
Here's Sipos so close, and Maverick so close to the back of Ruben as well. Ruben running wide through Chapel. That'll give a great opportunity for the Ferrari, who needs no second invitation as he breezes past him on the straights. Looks like up at the front though, Sipos is trying to go around the outside. They make contact, but not enough to send either car spinning, as Sipos with those medium tires goes all the way around the outside of Stowe and into P1.
Don't count out Maverick for an outside chance of a top 10, as Count Chegwin down the inside of Kenners. He was about 9 seconds behind Chegwin just 3 laps ago, so he has, I think Kenners must have made a mistake of some sort in the previous couple of laps, as Chegwin through Luffield. So easy to lose a back end, as the Racing Point demonstrates. To A2 UK and Maverick, they've just been released from the pits. Here comes Ruben across the start-finish line. He's got the AlphaTauri up ahead. That'll hold him up slightly, and he's got a skimmer past A2 and Maverick. He dives down the inside into Village as well. That's Ruben, not quite going to be able to find the way past, and is all 4 of them nose to tail. I'm pretty sure you can see on the minimap they're all coalescing over each other. Aries is the cork in the bottle, and Ruben needs to make this move work as quickly as possible, because otherwise A2 he's off into the grass. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. He slammed it into the wall. Has he lost any of his front wing? And I'm not sure if Ruben or Maverick just came across him ever so slightly. Either way, Ruben up into second place.
I'll tell you what, my heart was in my mouth seeing them all bottled up so tightly behind Aries there. Nothing that Aries was doing wrong, of course, but it just meant that they were all so close to each other on track and with such different...
This is going to be an old slug right to the end between these 2 drivers. Here comes Maverick on the Wellington straight down the inside. Ruben will not even put up that much of a fight. Maverick up to P2, and now Ruben just needs to slot in behind the Ferrari.
Yeah, I think he's probably driving angry at the very back of the field here. The incidents that happened to him, and yeah, there you see him spinning around as well. I think he's just lost his inspiration here. He will retire from the session as well, just as he was getting lapped by the guys he was erstwhile battling. The Dutchman in P5 at the moment. Lowencup having a very, very good race by his standards, but now with a mistake on the exit of Luffield, that's the opportunity. And no, Lord Chegwin taking the apex away from Lowencup, sending the Dutchman into the gravel. He will recover, but he's going to lose so much more time now. 28 seconds.
Oh, Elon's got a really good run. He's going to have a look down the inside into Abbey, and he's going to pull off the move as well. Great stuff from the Alfa Romeo.
Of the final corner. But now Ruben, with his first opportunity on Maverick for quite some time, looks like he might be making a move. And meanwhile, further down, Lernkert and Owen are battling side by side as well. Lernkert looks like he's managed to make the move stick on his sister teammate, the Norwegian, falling down into P6, and with Elon Tusk all over the back of him in the Alfa Romeo as well. Can he hold on through Copse? Will we see a mirror image of what we saw last time? No, because the Canadian backs out of it just a little bit, leaving it to maybe Stowe. Talking about making a move on Owen, but it's only a matter of time before the Norwegian goes down into P7.
Oh, and the Alpha gets onto the grass a little bit, but Elon's going to get a great run coming out of Chapel. They both have a DRS. Who has more ERS? Elon on the outside, and on the inside stays Owen defending his position. But the Alpha will sweep around the outside. Can he have the inside down into Club? A corner through Vale they go. Neck and neck, wheel to wheel. And I think Owen has held on to the position for now. Oh, and his teammate Aries tries to squeeze his nose through so opportunistically, but it just fails miserably for Aries. And, well, that just looks like a racing incident to me.
You get a good exit through Chapel here, and Owen has done exactly the opposite. That's a bad exit, and that will leave the door wide open for Elon Tusk, who will say thank you very much and move himself up into P6. Yeah, Ruben definitely has the advantage here. He doesn't need to make the move, but he might not know that, and he might not care. As he's looking around the outside of Stowe once again, we saw this a few laps ago. He wasn't able to make the move stick that time around. This time, he's more firm on the exit. He'll pick up a 3-second time penalty of his own for his troubles. And there you see the front wing of the Ferrari still battling around the outside of Club. And Maverick somehow gets to be that much faster through Club and still make the next corner as well,
which in turn got him that penalty. Oh, Maverick really lifts off, and Ruben just avoids the Ferrari.
Of course, he doesn't have enough penalties to really be worried about that one, but maybe it's just every little helps. Losing time battling here with Ruben, but Ruben really sluggish through Chapel, running wide over the dirt, and that will give Maverick the position back for free. So
coming really crucial if he does get a time penalty later on, as there's Elon down the inside. He sweeps up past the Red Bull for P5.
He's going to be close enough into Stowe, but he will do everything he can with the ERS, with the DRS wide open as well, but he's not going to be close enough. And meanwhile, up at the very front, across the line, it's Sipos, 12.5 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. What a drive from the Hungarian. Ruben not close enough this time into Club either. And Maverick will hold on to P2 on the road. That'll get taken away because of penalties. So Ruben takes P2. He'll take the second step of the podium. Maverick will be comfortably in P3 because Iceman is 10.5 seconds down the road and has penalties of his own as well.
In fact, Lowencut might drop behind Count Chegwin. That's, of course, before any potential penalties come into play. So there's Lowencut. Elon Tusk, Chegwin does indeed jump ahead of the Red Bull, as does Owen as well. So not the best for the Red Bulls. It could have been so much better if Lowencut didn't have those penalties. Puriutu also a good drive from him to pick up P9.